It says we're live.
Yep. Let's see if anybody's in here besides me.
Ain't nobody in there.
We are.
It ain't showing nobody up there.
Well, I'm in. Oh, wait a minute.
You better turn your volume down.
Yep.
That's showing two.
Hello. I don't know who else
There's
in here
three.
beside me, but
Howdy, howdy,
hi.
people.
Happy Thursday night to everybody. I can get this off. There we go. So we hadn't got to put out a video lately because it's rained, rained, and rained some more. Then the wind blew and blew and blew. Then it snowed. And now it's back to rain, 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 and wind too. So we hadn't got to Billy Joe McAllister.
Well, howdy,
Hey,
buddy.
how have you been this week? Hope it's been better weather for you than it has us. I think it's just decided it's going to rain here in Jonesville all the time. Auntie Ann, hello. So glad to
Hey,
have you in here. We've missed you in the last couple of chats, but we've been going live late, and that's been our fault. Snow, slush, and cold. Well, I reckon it's supposed to turn off cold here tomorrow and Saturday. I don't know if we're going to get any snow or not, but homesteading with the Huberts. Yay, we got
hey.
snow and sleet today.
Oh, I'm glad that y'all instead of us. I'm tired of this weather.
No doubt, but I think we're getting it Friday. Annie Ann said, "Yeah, I finally caught you. It's so glad you're.
Mm.
I'm just really glad you're in here because I was wondering. I thought, I hope we ain't done nothing to make her mad."
I think I should have washed my glasses.
Billy Joe, OMG, who let Ann out the cellar? Oh yeah, Billy, you don't have to worry about being put in timeout here.
Yeah.
Joel Mueller, Stevie finally reminded me. Nice to have you, Joel. There's Miss Lois. Y'all, Lois was so sweet to me today. Tomorrow's my birthday, and I got a rose and balloons and a card, and she was even going to bring me lunch, but Mr. Lazy didn't tell her what to bring me.
She told me not to let you know she was coming. And it's hard to talk to somebody and you standing right beside of me.
Billy says my wife is considering building an earth bag home. Oh, I hope you do. Happy pre-birthday, 21 again. Woohoo! You're right.
Yeah.
Joel says happy birthday.
I
Thank
think she's going. I
y'all.
think she's going to put it in the front of her age in front of a mirror so she can look at it from the other side.
Why not? How can you be born on the 14th V Day? Hey, Miss Paula Wells. Hello, Stevie, and thank you for the happy birthday. I don't know.
21 plus 30.
Yeah, my mom went and called the um, ambulance and said, I think I'm having a baby. Daddy was off. He used to work for the state and it was snowing, so he was gone.
Well, hey, Miss Paula.
You didn't hear me say hey to her?
No, I
Well,
didn't.
golly, that's two lives. I have not received notice about it. Sorry, y'all.
I tried. I ain't figuring this stuff out very good, so
Yeah,
I'm slow on learning. And every time I think I got it figured out, it seems like I changed something and I can't get it to work.
yeah, I put it on the Crocker page, my Facebook, or added it to the stories on Facebook, and done it in Bulin Talk. Annie Ann says, you got Lois's 21 plus 30.
Hmm.
Annie Ann says, I do my birthdays in reverse now. Let me know how you do that because I really need to reverse mine. Paula says, I have a godson that is Valentine baby too. Mama said I was the biggest Valentine present she ever got. And when I was born, I think I weighed just a little bit over 5 pounds. And she tried to breastfeed me, and her milk wasn't stout enough. So I lost down to like 4 pounds and something. And was in the hospital a week after Mama got to go home. But look at me now.
So, Billy, what are you going to be bad about now?
Hey, Pete's Little Homestead. Nice to have you in here.
Yes.
He says, "Hey, y'all, today is my granddaughter's birthday. Will you tell your granddaughter Lazy Acres said happy birthday and we wish her many more and hope it's her best one ever?"
Facebook. Yeah.
And Ian says,
I'm
"Just in my
blocked out of
head."
Facebook. I can't get on there to find out nothing right yet.
Secret FBI account or a secret FB account, huh?
Facebook account.
Yes. Yeah, I knew. Facebook. IP LOL. That's an amazing story. Well, even though I went, but like, I don't know, a week, a little over a week and a half, Mama had me laying in the front seat. Back then, I don't guess you had to have car seats and all that, but the windshield wipers was on, and I was laughing at them. And people talk about me laughing all the time, or I'm easily amused. I said, "Hey, I was laughing on the day I went home, and I'm gonna laugh till I go to my next home." That
That
notice
notice
just
just popped
popped
up.
up. YouTube
It's
bites
running further
sometimes.
behind than I am.
No
That's
doubt.
bad.
Glenn is an outlaw. Yes, he is an outlaw.
Hey,
um,
I'll try to fit in.
yep. Billy says I need to put another video. I've been bad. People want a new video per week. See what this nut job is up to. Yeah, we seen you running naked to shoot a coyote. So who was that? Was it, I don't remember who said that was you. I don't remember if it was Bumblebee or somebody else. Lois said, "That's right. You are an outlaw." My
That's bad when
family,
both sides of the family exist on me, ain't it?
yep. And I've I've been bad. I have enough material for another crocker pot. I miss some.
Yeah, you way behind.
Yep. But Billy Joe, I was going to say, I hope your wife documents. I've always loved the earth bag houses.
That
I
earth
think
movement.
those are neat. But she needs to do video on it and all that. What is that? My Little Homestead?
Yeah.
They had a main house and then built each of their kids a bedroom. They do a lot of good earth bag builds. They even built a big sound studio. That whole family is gifted. I don't know if any of y'all have ever watched them, but I'm serious. That whole family's gifted. They took and built a rocket stove and made it look like a dragon. It was neat. Okay, Paula, Billy Joe, some of us are patient, don't want to be, but I am. LOL. Yeah, Paula, did you ever get your video out? Did you get all made up and do the video that day? And Billy said 7 weeks till we pack up and move. Corey is still building at 72. He's just hammering away and getting stuff done. That is so awesome. I've always said your body's like a car. If you go out here and buy a new car and leave it sitting, it's gonna go downhill. And you ever leave your body sitting and it's gonna go downhill fast too.
Well, I must have been sitting too much. Mine done fell off. Fell apart.
You got body parts coming off now.
I feel like it. I got some sometimes I wish I could take off. They hurt me.
Lots of work, but really cool baghouse. Yes, they are. She said, "No, dumb weather. I know the feeling. We ain't got to do a video because, I mean, y'all, it has been pouring. It is so mucky and muddy outside. It's terrible." I watched that family, Earthbagger family, saw the rocket stove made like a dragon. Super cool build. Those are the videos we're watching now. I love their videos. I mean, they do so many home renovations. They've done concrete countertops and even done the backsplashes. They've just done a lot of good stuff. I like watching them. I know I was afraid when the dad got sick with cancer or something was going to bad happen, but he beat it, thank goodness. But I reckon they've been doing that for what, 20, almost 20 years out there.
They told on one of them how long they'd been out there. I think they moved up there in the 90s, wouldn't it?
Yep,
So it's probably over 20 years.
yep. Getting started on homesteading. It's sunny and warm in my house. It's crappy outside.
I know the feeling.
But nice to have you with us. Annie Ann, it's that way here too. Plus it was really cold today as well. I reckon we're supposed to start getting cold tomorrow. And
I think that cold wind's blowing in now.
it
It was getting
is
cold out there a while ago.
it was a lot colder when we come in than it was when we went out. Just got Paula says just got advice I could transplant them, but still too little for outside, so I might have a two-parter. Second one will be about 15 seconds long, carrying them to the greenhouse. LOL. I don't know if you want Glenn to come see you, especially at your house. You won't have a greenhouse no more.
I'll be living in it.
Uh-huh. We got 9 in here. Billy says
10,
yep,
11.
just mad I cannot plant anything. Need to move. I tell you, it's awful. Stevie says I'm going to have to eat my chickens and buy ducks with all the rain we getting. No doubt, they'd absolutely love it.
It wouldn't be long. You have to get rid of them and buy hogs because a duck will make a mud hole out in the middle of the desert.
Uh-huh. Billy says cold weather, blame Canada. That's where we need to build the wall and let them keep the cold air up there.
No doubt.
What are we going to do about the hot, hot summer air?
Well, that does come out of Mexico, so have to build one on both sides.
Yep. Getting started on homesteading. It was 45 degrees 4 hours ago. It's 29 and dropping now.
Ooh.
That's cold. I know the wind. I didn't even think the wind was supposed to blow a lot today, but boy, this evening it's got up and it actually blowed the White House roof back, what, about 3 inches?
About 6.
Glenn had to climb up on Artie and pull the top of it back over, and we tied it down a lot better.
I don't know if it's a lot better, but it's back on there, snug down now.
Paula, the windmill showed the winds coming out of the north today. We did not get above freezing today. 20s. Oh my gosh,
You skip Billy Joe.
Yeah, Eat the Chickens by Keo.
Kino. The goats.
Yep, the Kikos.
Yep. We got
Well,
Nubians.
yep. I don't know if that's the Kikos or Kios. Y'all got busy after I left. Yeah, we sure did. We had a nice long talk with the bed dude. And then we went and finally got to eat some breakfast. And by the way, I beat him up.
Yeah.
Can't you tell?
Oh, the fish.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and do
that'd be-
aquaponics, huh?
Yeah, that would be good. Billy Joe, 31.
Black Max 53. Well, howdy.
Howdy, Black Max, 53. Mom says happy birthday. Mama does. Tell her thank you. Is that Jim? Is that you, Jim? I hope so. Tell Mom I love her.
I don't know what he got.
I don't either, but it said Mama said, and
Well,
I'm
it might have
thinking,
meant their mama.
yeah, might have been. Oh, I done lost where I was at. Oh,
Black
Billy
Max.
Joe, 3,120 watts solar. We got 30 watts. You need to ask Billy Joe a question.
I do.
Yeah, about the solar.
Okay.
You remember the 30-cent solar? And he said he could get them for 50 most of the time.
Oh,
Billy Joe, Glenn wants to talk to you about some solar. Lois said, LOL, we're supposed to be back in the mid 40s tomorrow, so that's better than today at 20. Yeah, I don't know how cold it's supposed to be here, but I'm dreading it because I tell you, that wind this evening was cold, cold, cold.
I think it's only supposed to be in low 40s this weekend, down into the 20s at night.
Paula said, same here, Annie Ann. I don't remember which day, but a couple from now it says 66. Yeah, that was the way our weather was. It was supposed to be like in the 30s or 40s, the highs, and then 2 days later it was supposed to be back up in the 60s. Hello, Miss Kendra.
Well, hey, girl.
And you tell Natalie and you both thank you for the happy early birthday wish. I feel special. My head's gonna start swelling again, Kendra.
Yeah, you'll see her hair sticking straight up tonight.
It'll be out on both sides like whenever I dressed up like Pippi Longstockings and braided around the coat hanger. Oh me. Lois and Kendra talking. Y'all, I'm
Mhm.
sorry my phone's flipped. And Black Max, howdy. So it has I think it's Jim. Jim, if that's you, say yeah. It's me. It's me, it's dummy me. You ain't no dummy. This is my stepdad, y'all.
I didn't know what name you went by on here.
I didn't either, but in a way, whenever it popped up, I thought I knew. I think it's Jim, because I was gonna say, "Well, tell your mama thanks," and then I thought, "Well, I think it's Jim." I don't know why I thought that.
Billy Joe Price.
Yelp pilot and next Monday, 71. Yay! Boy, y'all gonna have some warm weather, Auntie Ann. It being in the 70s. Lois, I told Mom about you coming down here today. I knew a guy that has 60 panels for sale, 37 cents a watt. I cannot pass it up grabbing 10 of them. Does he have any extra?
Well, first, where they at?
Well, yeah, true. Are you looking at your yeah, did I oh, did I miss the hoo Ann? I'm trying to look at it, but it was flipped, and every time it flips, it messes me up. I get excited. I talk with my hands a lot.
That's probably where you keep looking down.
Just was wondering, LOL. Okay. Yeah, Glenn's got his specs on. He's trying to help me out. Getting started on
Yeah, I've got my
homesteading.
phone over here too, because I can't see it on the computer no more.
It's hard to sit on that computer. We got 2 days of cold crap, and then it's going to be back up to the 40s and 50s. Crazy weather. Yeah, we seen the thing on Facebook, and this explains North Carolina weather. It says Mother Nature, you can't have all 4 seasons in one week, and that's the way it was. It was like 74 degrees, and then it rained, it snowed, it sleeted, high winds, and then it was down to 47 degrees. It's just sick weather. Do you want to see a pic of the tow I took for hubby today? Yeah, sure do. Paula Wells said, oh, he must have heard it. Said it's getting better. And Billy Joe, they are in my state, have 50 solar panels left. I'm bringing and buying 6 for Jason. As I head south to Homestead, I'll save on shipping cost in general. Um, did you, since he's going to be in Virginia or close to Virginia, did you want to see if maybe
Well,
he could?
I don't know if he's coming. I don't know.
Um,
Then we'll try to get a hold of him on Facebook or something.
I didn't get a picture. Oh, there it is. Oh gosh. Oh Lord, look, boy, you're blue, bad.
Uh-huh.
Did it break it? It looks
Yeah.
like it did.
She done told you the last time she broke her
Oh
toe.
yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Why I told you I have not been feeling good. I don't remember nothing when I don't feel good. Probably that looks bad. I know it had to look bad if it's been broke a week. That's awful. Billy says just ask. Okay, let's see. Where do I need to go? Done that one. I'm on my tablet, so my typing is slow. Annie Ann, you ain't seen slow till you see this one over here, so it's okay. Getting started on homestead. North Carolina is the same as Kentucky. Crazy, crazy weather. It really is. But Billy, I'll get you
Just
on
ask.
Facebook. I'll holler at you on Facebook and see if you can get if he can get your email or your phone number or something so you and him can talk about it. Does that sound good? You guys looking for panel? Yes, he's been wanting to. We've got a few.
Well, we got some small ones, but I've got some ideals on what I'm gonna do with them on the farm. I'd like to put in one big enough to make it worthwhile to hook up to the house.
Billy Joe says he has a toe fetish. Glenn hates feet. Paula said it's getting better now. For a while, I think I have been. That's to Billy. Where's Joey? Kendra, are you asking us a question? Or somebody else? Lois is laughing at Billy. It's a whole bunch better than it was. Thank you, Annie Ann. These are big boys. Billy's talking about the
Yeah.
solar panels. These are big boys, 330 watt and 24 volt, 125 each. Kendra says, "Oh, I forgot. He's sitting out here getting his belly's full. He's probably asleep." Because we went and give him some treats and was trying to get him to do tricks. And I don't know, today he didn't want to do none. So he got about a bone and a half.
He's acting like her today. Stubborn.
Yeah, he being
I'm
a
gonna,
stubborn, but
I'm
I
gonna have to keep her away from my dog. She's gonna make him stubborn too.
I forgot you was calling him Joey. I was like, who's Joey? But now whenever you give him treats, he'll sit and smile at you. His bottom teeth are like and we
Hey,
tried to get it on video.
getting started on the homestead, you need to make a video of that. I'd watch that.
I lost mine.
'Cause I'll be back. It's rabbit milking time.
Yeah, we want to see that on video. I tell you what, I miss us milking our cows. I know he don't, because that was
Well, no, I do, but I
I miss
ain't
the
been
milk.
able.
But I can't wait to start getting some goat milk.
Oh, I'd say somebody ain't got in here yet. And there she is now. Well, hello, Miss Debbie.
Yep, hello, Miss
We
Debbie.
gonna try to get up your way this weekend.
Yes. We got to go to Mama's one day, and we'll be stopping by
Yep.
and
I might
catching
have.
y'all.
I may have to make 2 trips. I may have to come back another time to pick them up, but we gonna get up there and do some talking with you.
Yep. There's one thing I don't miss, milking a cow. Debbie says, okay, it sounds good. Hey, we got one of the little milkers. Well, we got a 2 cow milker now.
I built it
Yeah, he
out
built
of spare
it.
parts.
Uh-huh. And it works really good, but I couldn't do no hand milking. Stevie, I love goat milk. It's good. Well, let's say February, March, April. You ain't got but about 2.5 months. Billy says, tell you what, once I get my taxes back, I'll grab an extra 10 of them. That's a whopping 3,330 watts. Can run a small home. Your big problem is battery storage. They sell an MPP solar charger inverter. So how's that sound?
That sounds good.
You should have seen Bella, my dog, when I got home today. She was smiling me down, smelling me down, like, who have you been petting? Did you tell him Coco? That's a big
Oh,
5 month
okay.
old, ain't it? Paula says, on your laptop, you can click the 3 dots upper right to the chat window and choose to pop out the chat, and you can make it full screen. Oh, right here.
Yeah. It does what now?
If she said you can make it full screen, the chat window. I still ain't gonna be able to see it. My eyes is bad unless I get some glasses, but that's the reason I keep looking down here.
Which one do you put?
She said the 3 dots in the upper right of the chat window.
Yeah, and then what do you click on?
Choose to pop out.
Pop out chat.
Yep. Nothing to see here. We popped out. Restore chat. I don't know what that means. Okay.
There we go.
Can you see it now? 'cause I still can't.
Not good enough to be able to tell what it is.
It would have to be like super, super huge for me to see
Oh
it.
man,
Unless I put my glasses
whoops.
on. You hit the mouse. You knocked the mouse out.
I now don't know where to go.
You killed the mouse.
Just have to go back there and start all over.
Yep. It does make it a lot bigger though. That's good. Thank you, Paula. You so smart on this stuff. This unit runs under 600. Does both charge and inverts to 120-volt power. At Walmart, you can buy huge deep cycle batteries that are 200 amp hour at 12 volt. Can run them in series to make 24 Power Star brand, and they can be purchased for $300 each per battery. Thank you, Billy Joe. You so smart on this solar. I'm glad it's wrote down here. Ooh, there you go. I still can't see it.
I can't neither.
Paula said you may be able to resize the font in your settings. Yeah, that's what he's playing with now, I think. I still can't see it. Feels funny talking to a screen like this, though.
No doubt.
Knowing that we talking to y'all. Manage moderators, participants, toggle timestamps, and send feedback. That's all I see.
That's all I see too.
Paula says, window setting, display setting. And he says, can you see me now? That's what we
No.
feel like. Can you see me now? So we don't see nothing but a big black screen with white writing and blue moderators. Doing math. BRB from Billy Joe. I don't think me and Billy Joe's friends on Facebook. I don't think.
Well, you're gonna have to become friends with him.
Yep. Anybody who don't know, Billy Joe is like super, super smart. He's our adopted son.
Uh-huh.
Oh
well.
gosh, Billy Joe says 118 IQ. You go, Billy Joe. Oh yeah, he is way smart. He really is. I love talking to him because you can learn so much from him.
I'd have to buy about 130 to make it up to there.
Yep. And Mom, I was going to tell you, you said that the wind sounded like it was blowing the roof off of your house this evening. Well, you done seen it down here. It done blew the White House roof, well, back a bunch. We had to redo it. Means I know how to without getting poop on my hands. Well, I guess that's a good thing. My last test showed 120 for me, so ha ha. Paula's got 120. I ain't never had one. I've always thought about going and getting one because I can be a pretty smart bud every once in a while, can't I? I didn't say smart, I said smart bud. Being nice.
Uh-huh. Ask
Annie Ann.
Kendra, she'll tell the truth on there. What kind of smart you're talking about.
Oh, me and Kendra singing partners.
Uh-huh.
Shania Twain. When he starts talking solar, I get lost. Yeah, I get lost too. I just know he knows what he's talking about, and I just read it and let it be. Yeah, well, I used to have this radio, and it was a karaoke built into a stereo system. And when Kendra was little, Lord, we used to sing all the time Shania Twain and George Jones. I love George Jones. My nephew Al is 129 IQ and a robotics engineer. I hate talking to him. He makes me feel very, very dumb. I bet so, 'cause I bet that's some complicated stuff flying out.
Oh, I'd probably have to jump up and holler Yahoo if I got one.
Annie Ann said when she needed solar, she would just bribe him to do it for her. I bet you he would. I bet you he's a sweet feller too. But yeah, we took some video. Oh, I gotta tell y'all. We moved the turkeys, Tom and Rhonda, to the big chicken house. Glenn, how big was Tom?
He big. He's knee high.
How much you suspect he weighed?
I'd say he's over 50 pounds.
He is huge.
I wasn't about to try to pick him up. I just grabbed him by the wings and walked him across there.
Uh-huh. I said you need to just walk him. I don't think him wings gonna handle that big body.
I wasn't planning on trying to pick him up.
How much do you think Rhonda weighs?
I wouldn't. I'd say at least 40 on her, if not more.
Has everybody had supper tonight? Work still. It's a good number for 7 more weeks. Then I move. They get this phone back. Alrighty, thank you. You need to put that in your phone before you lose it. He would me
Where's the
too,
pencil?
Billy Joe. Here.
I had one laying over here, but it ain't here no more.
Here. Yeah, right there. Can you see it? Billy Joe had steak and potatoes. That sounds pretty good.
What steakhouse do you go to?
Lois says yes, cheese puffs. LOL. I want some Doritos and chocolate. Ooh, Stevie had cabbage stew. Billy Joe said his wife cooked. We had.
Well, I figured you was out there working. I figured maybe you was eating out more.
Paula says you're very trusting of folks in this chat. There
No
may
doubt.
be more watching later, so I suggest that you remove that comment. Hey, we've got it wrote down, so you can go ahead and remove it. That's a good
I
idea.
don't know how.
Yep. Well, hello, good old boy. We got on a little earlier tonight.
Yep.
Auntie Ann said I made Italian chicken with new potatoes and green beans. Oh, that sounds good too. And Billy says I need to save every penny. We understand. We do too.
No doubt. I'm having to watch that right now.
Yep.
Oh, you want one?
Yeah, I want one tonight.
Oh, here, I'll pop it up.
Okay, removed. That's good. Miss Desiree, hey, how are you? Good old boy says you got peonies, LOL. Somebody and
No, peppermint.
no, well, you remember Billy Joe said got to save every penny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said you got pennies. Somebody, has anybody heard that they're going to quit making pennies? I heard that they was going to stop making pennies. Don't know how true it is.
I heard something about that a few years ago.
And Desiree says, great, thank you. That's good. It's always good whenever you're great. And she said she heard that a few years ago. Good old boy said he had a pocket full of lint.
I'm so broke, I don't even know if I got that anymore.
He can't even pay attention.
No doubt.
Paula said that she'd heard that for 20 years. Who knows? Never going to stop that. Not paying 5 cents for a penny candy. You know, that's the reason I was asking, because I was wondering how they was going to be able to make change or what they would do to make the difference.
They round everything off to a nickel.
Yeah, but that's not fair. Okay, I'm going to move my laptop. Be right back. Okay, Miss Annie Ann. I think I skipped her a while ago.
Yeah, I got to get out there and put the front end loader back on my tractor. I broke the bolts out of it the other day.
Billy Joe said the same thing. They were round up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't get to get him his tractor fixed today, Mama. We'll try to get out there early in the morning.
Got to try to find out where that water leaks in the chicken house or chicken down there too.
Yep.
I know where that one's leaking at.
Does anybody know what are they called? Bell waters?
Mhm.
If you can get the parts for the old bell waters anywhere now, they raised minimum wage now. The price of milk at Walmart jumped to $1.42 a gallon. Gosh, that sounds a lot cheaper than what ours was.
I was thinking milk around here runs about $3 a gallon, I think.
Yep. Paula said yes, they will. What I miss about shopping in Germany is that what you see on the price tag is what you pay, period. Their taxes are required to be added to the sticker price. That's the way it should be here.
Uh-huh.
It really should. Desiree says a gallon of milk is over $3 here in Tulsa, Florida, or Tallahassee, Florida. Sorry. Oh,
$9 a gallon in Alaska.
yeah,
I'm gonna move to Alaska with my cows.
no doubt. I'm standing with the Huberts. It kills me that people don't understand the repercussions of raising the minimum wage. Yeah, I know that his name skips me right now, but the one running for president, and he's saying he'll raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Everything will go out the roof.
Ain't they done signed that in Congress now?
I don't know. That's his.
Yeah. No, I think it's done been signed in Congress
Well, that's one of his campaign
that
promises.
they was going to $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm. Probably says, wow, that's double what we paid when I lived there now. No kids around 250 here in New Hampshire. Well, I was thinking that's about what it was here. We get paid 15 per hour here. Ours is in North Carolina.
Hey, Davy.
It's seven the minimum wage.
It's 7 something, I think. I can't remember what.
I'm thinking 7.75, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm glad
Favorite
you're back,
cousin.
Annie Ann. You're our favorite one too. I still laugh at you falling off that horse.
Do you ever get your mom and daddy learn how to be able to leave a message?
Yeah, we got 12 people. Homesteading with the Heberts, you mean? Yep, Bernie Sanders. Yep, with his free college and free everything else. Yep, you're right. That's who it is. Good old boy 76 milk here in Arkansas has been $1.37 for the last year and $15 an hour here already. Well, they actually was going on strike a year and a half, I think, before I left Wendy's. All of the fast food places was supposed to go on strike and demand $15 an hour, but nothing ever happened. There was a bunch of them done it, but it didn't get them nowhere. They just missed a day of hay.
Yeah, you can't keep nobody together long enough to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Minimum in, minimum in this part of the state is 8.46 an hour. I think North Carolina is one of the lowest hourly wage states that there are. I mean, in a good good country. RV Kids TV, hello.
Oh, hey.
Nice to have you in here with us tonight. Billy Joe says 7.75 means you're paid a wage what I was paid 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Davey says no, I don't. Or no, I didn't. I'm sorry. When you was talking to him about his mom and daddy, getting them in there.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm glad that you come in with us, RV Kids TV. I hope you have a fun time on your first time.
Yep.
Good old boy. Ark
Arkansas and Oklahoma.
has started going up to 10 an hour, and by the end of this year, it will be 15.
I know I
It'll
heard something on the radio or something here a while back about that they'd passed some law or something, Congress or something, where pay had to go to $15 an hour.
Paula Wells, I pay $5 a gallon for my milk, but I get raw milk delivered to my door every week, so worth every penny. Pun intended. You're right. I can't go back, even though we're not milking the cows now. I can't go buy a gallon of milk at Walmart and drink it. I can't do it. Nanny Ann said she didn't know what their minimum wage was. They do listen to y'all though. Davy says that's good. Hello, David and Carol. We love you. I know you can't tell us that back, but we love you. RV Kid said thank you. Good old boy. The law is countrywide. That law is countrywide.
Yep.
Hello, Davy. What's up, Stevie? Paula, do y'all have Brahms? What's that, Paula? You don't mean to sound stupid. Is she talking about Brahmers?
I don't know.
I don't know if she's even talking to us or what.
Don't know that neither.
Nope.
13 people in.
Yep, that was Davy Brahma Bulls. That's what I thought. Annie Ann Brahma has really good milk.
Huh.
I didn't know that because I thought that Jersey and Guernsey was supposed to be the best milk adaptable for your body or whatever for your body
Well, the
to run it
A2.
through. Yeah, A2. That's what I thought you was talking about, Paula, but I wasn't sure. And yeah, there's Brahmers in North Carolina, but I think they've got a pretty nasty attitude, don't they say? Or they can have.
Can.
Basic 2,000-watt solar system with 2 batteries and a solar charger inverter with DC combiner box and AC breaks and mains. 24-volt, 120-watt. I can build a minimum for $2,250. Everything off-grid powered. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That ain't bad at all. Paulus, isn't it? It's reasonably priced too. I think she's talking about the Brahmer milk. Homesteading with the Heberts. Let's look at this. If they raise minimum wage by $4 an hour and their employees work for 40 hours a week and they had 10 employees, that's an additional $1,600 that they have to make up somewhere. You're exactly right. And it's going to hit the consumer big time. You can always add more batteries later. Yep. More batteries means a whole lot more storage time.
Yep.
Paula said Brahms is a fast food chain. Brahms is a fast food chain, mini grocery store, much like Dairy Queen. Now we've got a Dairy Queen, but it's not a small grocery store. It's actually like
it's just
ice cream. Well, you can buy hamburgers or sandwiches
there too.
That's
ice cream parlor.
Yep. But that's what our Dairy Queen is. Brahms is a fast food place that's also food, not the cow. That's a good old boy. Paula, that's the hard part, Etienne, but it's worth it, and often they are cheaper than other stores too.
Okay.
The cheapest thing that we've got around here is a Walmart. Then the other stuff's just like Food Lion's the only, and Lowe's in Yadkinville.
Well, no,
we don't have very many places to choose from at all.
What is that other one up there at Elkin? Ingalls.
Yeah, Ingalls. That's
Yep.
Yeah,
we know somebody works there.
Yep. The really sad part is that my husband works really close to Brahms, LOL. Tell him to run by there for you since they're cheaper on groceries. So just like the North does not have a 7-Eleven, the South does not have Brahms. Nope, I didn't know what you was talking about. I'd never heard of them. And the South's got sweet and iced tea.
Well, Billy Joe, how big an air conditioner will that run?
Davy, if they turn your Blizzard ice cream upside down and it falls out, your ice cream is free. Lord, I
Yep, it
hadn't.
hits the floor
No
and then it
doubt.
splatters.
No doubt. Then you don't get your Blizzard at all. Yep. Two people works there. Yep. I forgot about that.
Was there a girl working there too?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Their food is great, but a little high
8
priced around
batteries, 4
here.
days with no sun. $300 a piece. Oh my God.
Annie and my friend buys an
And
organic
let's
milk
see
at
about that.
Walmart. I don't remember the brand, but it lasts forever. That's there was somebody even showing that they had bought ice cream, Walmart brand ice cream, and had accidentally forgot it in their car and went out the next day to get it and it wasn't melted. And they actually showed some laying out in the sun had a thermometer with the degrees and everything, and it never melted. There was a little bit of melt around it, but the ice cream just looked like it did when they took it out. I think it was the ice cream sandwiches. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it was. Paula says, I was raised up by a northern mama, thus I prefer unsweet tea. Yeah, I know. That was one thing I hated when I was riding with him in the truck, because as soon as you go up north, you don't get no sweet tea, and you don't get no good hot dogs that's got chili, coleslaw, onions, and all the other good stuff on it. It's either sauerkraut or horseradish,
I can't remember.
and I think that's it. Maybe regular relish. I can't remember, but that's it. And I was like, this ain't a hot dog.
Well, hey, Kiss My Grass.
Hey, Miss Red, how are you? Let's see.
I couldn't remember your
And sweet
name.
tea. I know, right, Paula's. Little, and Billy says little AC 5,000 watt. I wouldn't
Yeah.
go bigger than 8,000 BTU. Desiree, my son works at Dairy Queen. Well, where are you from, Miss Desiree? Paula Wells, raw milk does not go bad. I think on the raw milk, I think it's a 14-day. I mean, you can use it still like in making bread and this, that, and the other, but I think there's a 14-day expiration on raw milk. Hey guys, I just noticed you were on. That's Red. We're glad you did. We're so glad to have you with us. 2 years the system pays for itself, which equals free system. That's what's so great about it. That is awesome. That's a
Yep.
lot better than 20 years. And yeah, Brett, I hope your bronchitis. I seen your post about the cheese and the bronchitis. That is wild. She said that she's talking to her mom about her and milk-based products or whatever,
Yeah.
animal fats, and said her mama told her that every time she would, she'd get
Got another new one in there. Xbox
bronchitis.
One.
Well, hi Xbox One. Time for a barbershop.
Uh-huh. Who, me?
I think so. He's
I
waiting and growing it out. He's hoping we'll get to 1,000 subscribers by April, and I get to shave it all off.
Yeah, she was telling me that when if we hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of March, she was gonna shave my head and my face.
Stevie, I ain't good with these abbreviations. What's BRB? That's twice I've heard it tonight, and I still don't know. I'm doing great. Was working on the channel and merch channel. Well, we're glad you decided to come spend a little bit of time with us. She said, I think this is about hot dogs. Nope, not at all. They do not even offer slaw with pulled pork sandwiches. Can you believe that? No, I cannot. And even, especially not having sauces. See, that's what's so good about the South.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Nope, it does not go bad. It sours. but it does not go bad. That's right, because his mama even used to use like store-bought milk after expiration date, and it'd start going clabbered or whatever. She'd pour it in like
Well,
a
it just starts
mason
souring.
jar, yeah, and she'd use it in making her bread. And I'm telling you, that was the best bread when she had that. That's awesome.
Oh, you got to miss out on all of it. You ought to tried it when she done it on that old wood cook stove.
Oh, I bet.
Especially that cornbread.
Good old
Lord
boy.
have mercy.
Yep, she could make some good cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
And it in a wood cook stove makes it even better.
Mm-hmm.
Good old boy. I stuck some cheese in the microwave on a burger and the cheese never melted. I did a test and stuck a slice on a plate and turned it on high for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that you're not the only one that's done that. There's also another guy who went and got cheese from there for hamburgers and his never melted. He held his directly in over like a propane stove with it lit and it still wouldn't melt.
BRB means be right back.
Okay, understand. And Red says, "Oh, I gotta have slaw on hot dogs. That ain't no junk."
You getting way behind.
Yep,
You're gonna have to quit talking
20 years is
smoking.
because the energy company loves robbing people blindly. You're exactly right. You won't find that in the North. Red exception Central Park dog vendors, New York, New York. I ain't never been there. I know Miss Kendra has, and she said she didn't like it and wasn't going back. And Red says, yeah, she is allergic to all animal fats, which stink. No
No doubt.
doubt. Everybody's telling me to be right back.
Yeah, you can skip through all them now and get up
Yep.
caught up a little bit.
The raw milk gone sour makes the best rolls. It does. It makes good bread. Awesome bread. Awesome bread. I may be moving to the south, but I'm living way up top a mountainside. Cool air and breeze all day long. That's a nice place to be. I'd rather be up in the mountains than at the beach any day. Red says, "Oh, I love cornbread. I need to make some soon. Oh, some good old cornbread in a cast iron skillet with the put your grease in there, get it hot, and then pour it in, and that way it's real good and crispy. Oh, that's some good stuff with a
And
dab of homemade butter."
and a big old glass of real cold cow's milk and a handful of garden onions.
No doubt. That's
I'd make a meal.
uh huh.
You can't get no more country than that now.
Nope. Can't get no more country than cornbread and milk. That's Glenn's best dessert ever. If I make cornbread, I better have some milk.
No doubt. I'm a
Paula,
mad little country boy if I got cornbread and no milk.
Paula said, which is why I'm interested in your plan there for our summers away from the extreme heat. No doubt, Billy Joe. Set you up a campground. We all coming.
Yep.
Summer garden in our summer spot, fall and winter, spring at home. And Annie and me too. Kiss my girl. I make mine in a cast iron skillet. That's the only way to go.
Yep.
Oh, it makes it so much better. And Red says I'm working more on the get together. That sounds wonderful. Paula says I don't mind New York either time I've been there, but not a single person could understand me and others had to translate for me. I bet that would be hard. Because I know a lot of people, whenever I get to talking, look at me like, huh?
Billy Joe, you'll have to ask somebody else that question. I have no clue.
He didn't go to prison for making moonshine.
Nope. Never made none, never sold none. As
Oh,
far
man.
as I'm going with that and now.
You remember them picking on you about
Uh
the.
huh.
I love it with onions and pinto beans. Just can't have the
Oh,
milk part. Oh, it's good. Me and Lois loves mayonnaise in our pintos. Pintos with cornbread, onions, and mayonnaise. Oh, it's the best stuff in the whole wide world. Ah, Lynn, we gotta make some pintos tonight.
Now you better be getting them looked then,
You
'cause they
better.
gotta cook all night.
You gotta go milk the cows in the morning.
Uh,
Oh me,
might have to
Paula.
just run up and say, Derek.
Paula's telling Billy that's gross. It sucked. Lois says, "Oh yeah." See, me and Lois know that's good. And green beans and mayonnaise, that's another good one. Paula, gross. I had terrible comment about keeping my wife pregnant and always having coffee creamer, but I won't go there. Thanks. Oh me. Paula says, I doubt that very much, Glenn. At
I've
least the
never
making part.
I've never made none. I've never seen a still in operation.
Paula says, I hate beans. Eat gross. I can't eat them a whole lot, but whenever I've been without them for a good while, I love a good pot of beans with onions and mayonnaise and cornbread.
Me too, good old boy.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna have to go whip up some cornbread. Then he'd beat me because I ain't got no milk.
Um,
What get together y'all talking about at homesteading with the Heberts? Billy Joe's moving to Virginia, and we're like 30 minutes from Virginia. And
well, where he's moving, it's a little further than that,
but Kiss My Grass is
but
not very far from
about
us at
30
all.
minutes from us, and we just all been talking about trying to get together and have a little meet up and sit around talk and try to come up with some ideas and maybe helping each other's channels out and this and that and
And Paula's
just see
coming.
what happens.
Paula's thinking about coming down with her big old 40-foot RV,
Yeah.
so we can have a place to barbecue. Oh me, let's
I don't
see.
know if I was barbecue one of these hogs down here. I don't know if you'd have enough room in that 40-foot RV for all that or not. Not to cook it anyway.
Billy said not to read that out loud. Sorry, I done did.
Where we at? I lost it.
I'll be buying some horseshoes. Told Travis I figured out the rules of the horseshoes. You throw the thingy at the whatchamacallit. Yep, that's how it goes. I dip my french fries in mayonnaise. I don't like ketchup. Fries are good mayonnaise too. That's real good. And whenever I was at Wendy's, believe it or not, people would buy, I mean, all the time come through and buy french fries and Frosty. And come to find out they were dipping their fries in the Frosties.
That ain't too bad.
That's what they said.
It ain't too bad. I've done it before. Kind of like eating tater chips with ice cream.
Well, yeah, I guess
Mm-hmm.
that would be about right.
Mm-hmm.
Paula says cornbread and water. Gross, LOL. Green beans with ranch dressing is yummy. Yes, and I love pickled green beans or deli green beans. I guess it's what you call them. And dip them in ranch. Oh Lord, I could eat a whole quart full of them.
Uh,
That's just sad, Glenn. Even I have. That's what Paula said. They make me rich. Billy Joe, green beans and a light Italian dressing served cold after it ferments in the fridge. I need to check into fermenting. I really want to get into fermenting. I
good,
know we used to
good old
can
boy.
our green beans with vinegar, sugar, and salt. Vinegar, sugar, salt. Yep,
Yeah,
that was it.
that's
And
it.
that was some good stuff. Good old boy. Next time y'all fix a big old plate, send me a plate. LOL.
Mhm. I'm gonna head towards Virginia.
Making lemonade with lemons in only an hour away.
Uh-huh. I'm going to Virginia. I
Whenever,
love me a good glass of fresh home made lemonade. Woo.
no doubt. I know whenever I was a manager at Bojangles for about 5 years, and they cut lemons up to go into tea. And Lord, I mean, they would cut big jugs of lemons up, and the juice, oh, he'd probably be that far up in a gallon jar. I just pour the juice off and bring it home and make lemonade. And oh, you talk about some tangy lemonade.
Yeah, it
That
wasn't
was
as
some
good as
good
using the
stuff.
whole lemon.
That was some good stuff. Homesteading with the Hebrews. That's actually really interesting because my wife and I have been talking about moving down in Virginia. Well, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Hey, if enough of us around here get close enough, we'll give the Oklahomans out there a run for their money. How many YouTube channels can be in one spot?
No doubt. Paula said Billy Joe's making a spot for me, right? Yes. Paula, you got a smoozle. Corey, you already won me over. Red says, I love ketchup and gotta have it on my rice too. You know, I like ketchup a lot. And if you've ever watched Big Daddy, the little boy here, I want 30 packs of ketchup, that's me. That's all we wanted to eat was 30 packs of ketchup. Annie Ann's tried fries dipped in
Uh-huh.
chocolate frosty. I never tried it. I
No, I
never
didn't
did.
try the chocolate. I done the vanilla.
Red says, I promised I would never try to pickle anything to Travis after he swore I made a new version of tear gas. I don't know if we want to
Okay.
come eat with you or not. Oh, me. That's just funny. Good. Lois says, good night, everyone. Getting close to my bedtime. Honey, you have a good night, and I love you, and thank you so much for my birthday present, my beautiful rose. You don't work too
Yep.
hard tomorrow.
And thank you for getting me in trouble.
Yep, he thanks you for his whooping because he got one.
Yeah. Not yet. You been promising me a whooping for
We ain't went to bed yet.
a couple of years now.
Paula says LOL to Red, then he would not want to be around when I'm making crushed habanero flakes. Oh, I bet that would be good. Glenn wouldn't use them.
No, that sounds hot.
It is. They say them some hot peppers. Oh, but the stuff I made we had to hide from it was bad. That's terrible. I don't think I've ever had. Now I set the fire alarms off, but we ain't never had to hide yet.
She said she had to hide them, or what she made. Had this stuff.
Oh, okay. Lois says, "Love y'all." LOL.
Oh no, said they had to hide from. Okay.
Yeah,
It was bad.
Red. It was so bad the dogs refused to go outside to pee.
Oh God,
Now that's
that's
bad.
bad.
Paula says they are very hot, talking about habaneros,
Uh,
but I just use a tiny bit when I cook. Lasts forever. I bet they do go a long way. Boy, that's something the Bulin side of the family. Stevie will tell you this. You go to a Bulin reunion, and half of the time you got to have a fire extinguisher because a lot of them love to cook hot stuff. They love cooking with hot stuff.
that's another thing I've been checking in on some there too, Billy Joe. I, I'm allergic to bees, but I'd love some good honey.
Uh-huh. We went and actually bought some the other day, and it's pretty good, but it's just not what I want. I want some of our bee honey.
I need to run
Good
back
old
down
boy.
yonder.
Later, y'all. I might be back later. Got to go cook something up. Now, thanks. Fix
Sorry,
us off
buddy.
some cornbread and
Yeah.
shower. I made myself hungry. I fixed him something for supper, but I didn't eat because we didn't get to eat breakfast till late because people coming by and this, that, and the other, and now I'm hungry. Want some pintos and cornbread. Oh man, let's see. So we had to let them out the front door instead. You sound like you've been cooking like Ellie Mae Clampett. They had to bury her stuff too. Glad you're not making more Politails, Red. First animal of any homestead should always be chickens, then goats. Yep, chickens is the easiest thing to take care of. They're tough little
Hmm.
critters. See you
I
later,
might
little
have
boy.
had chickens Well, I knew off and on I've had chickens for years, but since we started when we started homesteading, we already had chickens and cows, a
Huh.
whole bunch of baby calves. Then I got into pigs,
Oh,
and now I'm getting into goats.
when we first met, I'm telling you, this man had over 300 hogs or pigs and babies or whatever.
No, it was over 500 down there at one
There was a
time.
bunch. I mean, a bunch. That's a lot of pigs.
That was a lot of squilling going on.
No doubt. And people say, y'all got a lot of pigs. I say, not compared to what he used to have. Billy Paula says, my spot has to be far from the bees. They'll attack me if I'm too close.
Mm.
That's me. I'd be scared and they know it. Red says, told two family tonight God told me to sit down and behave, which is why he put me in this wheelchair. You're so funny.
Thanks, you've been hanging around Jared.
Uh-huh. And homesteading with the Heberts, what about rabbits first? We've had some rabbits.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've thought about getting some back. I kind of thought about getting some and doing them like I am the chicken trap, fix a big chicken tractor and put them in it this summer, just where they can be out there on the grass grazing all the time.
They say rabbits taste sort of like chicken.
Not the ones I ate when I was a kid. I didn't like rabbit.
Now that's something I ain't never eat. I ain't never eat a rabbit. They just too cute and cuddly, and I've never really wanted to. But and I ain't gonna say I wouldn't, but I just ain't never been put in the spot to
But
where I needed to.
I kind of say anybody just starting out on homesteading stuff, I would start with some kind of small animal. You know, a rabbit would be just as good to start with as a chicken. Just because they all got their own little learning curves.
And he said he wanted to
Do
do pigs
pigs.
himself. I
Yeah.
love pigs. I really do. I love pigs. Now they can be stubborn, and especially whenever they figure out where you're wanting them to go, they get even more stubborn or not to do that. Billy Joe says, have a video of bee eating syrup off my fingernail. Syrup was under the nail. I felt something small and semi prickly. Saw a honeybee all over my finger. Didn't panic, wondering what it was doing. That's sweet. Bee was so busy collecting, I could poke at it and giggle like a psycho at the same time. I could see you doing that.
Now, my dad, he had bees when I was real little. I can't really remember it, but I remember him talking about it. But his brother would go out there with nothing on but a pair of shorts, barefooted, and go out there and stick his hand in the hive and reach in there and work around and find the queen and bring her out.
Okay,
Homestead.
homesteading with the Heberts. If I can get my girls over, if she was little bunny thing and having rabbits food, I would, and I don't think they'd like that rabbits for food.
Probably not.
I just don't think so because I mean they're just so cute and cuddly. I mean we actually had a rabbit. We got two pigs whenever we was I don't know, me and Carla's probably about 8. And the rabbit had babies in the pig pen, and then we got two pigs, put them in there, and the pigs was going crazy. Mama got in there and found out she had baby rabbits. Well, the mama had run off, and the pigs we was afraid the pigs was gonna kill them, so we went and got them and got baby doll bottles and give them milk and raised them rabbits. So they was huge. And I don't know. After that, I don't think I could eat a rabbit unless I was really hungry.
If you get hungry enough, there ain't no telling what you'll eat.
Exactly. Might even eat no stink bug.
Mm.
Annie Ann says, I've only eaten wild rabbit, but not domestic. I hadn't eat either.
I've eat wild rabbit too. I've never eat domestic.
Paula says it's not that I panic, but the first sting makes me run for water every time or the indoors, but I prefer a body of water. No doubt. I know them killer bees just, I'm scared of them things.
I pushed a stump over down here behind the house several years ago, late one evening, and they covered me up.
Oh no, Paula says not for me, Glenn. My hubby has literally watched a nest of wasps chase me down. He has seen honeybees swarm all around me. They like me or rather hate me because they sting.
They do me too. That's what I say. And I pushed that stump over, and I had what 200 and some stings.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I
That
was
day, Alan said, "Ha ha ha ha! They didn't sting me.
ow. We
They
done
got
went
him."
we done went up on the porch over at Mom and Daddy's, and he made that remark, and he didn't bet more get it out of his mouth than one stung you.
Uh-huh. And he's allergic. Glenn is.
Yeah, I wound up in the hospital that night.
Red says Matt would get really upset if we called a rabbit. He's a city boy trying to survive in the country and doing good so far. He's still learning though. Travis was raised old country. Tell Matt once you go country, you don't go back.
Yep.
Cause it's the best place in the world to be. I mean, I've always thought, about people living in New York and just on top of one another, beside one another, and I don't even like being in just small apartment buildings around here, and I just couldn't imagine being in New York City in a big, tall apartment building and everybody on top of everybody. That just, I don't think I could do it. Billy says I would go to the Boston Museum of Science and go to the upper floor out on the sunroom where they had aquaponics, tilapia, solar, and a big see-through beehive. It was introduction to my current life. That was probably the
Yep.
best thing that ever happened to you. And Red says, ouch, 200 stings.
It was ouch,
Uh
especially when I got where I couldn't breathe.
huh. Paula said that's what it's like for me. Stevie says I have eat domestic rabbits. It wasn't bad, but I would rather have wild rabbit. Well, do they taste like chicken to you? That's what I heard. They taste sort of
They
like
don't taste
chicken.
like chicken to me, I can tell you that.
Did you start your plants yet or are you slacking? We slacking.
It's been so muddy, I can't get the dirt
I'm
out of the
telling you,
bags.
it has rained so bad here. It finally cleared up a little bit this evening, but then the wind started blowing. But I was sitting here telling Glenn we got to get them done, even if we do them in the house. I'm thinking about getting me a box and breaking it down and doing it in here so it don't get in the carpet. But because some people can be a little messy when they want to be.
I did get a couple of bags of dirt though. I'm ready to start some.
Yeah, he didn't have no dirt on the farm, so he went and bought some.
Hmm.
And Billy Joe says, "Oh my God, I have a New York story. Rolls up sleeves, topping like madman with fury. Well, we want to hear it.
Yeah, bring it on.
Bring it on." Paula says, I even had little sweat bees come into an open window of a moving vehicle. Driver had to stop the car so I could get away. I had numerous stings. Paula, I think you're just a little too sweet. Red says, I just can't live the apartment life or side by side of someone. I can't neither. I can't do it. And Ian, I so agree. I couldn't live that close to people either. I live in a neighborhood, but they are 1 acre lots. That's a lot better than being right up. I know there's places here in Elkin, the houses don't look like they're 5 foot apart.
I've been trying to talk her in that's going over on the backside farm where we'd be 1,000 or so feet away from anybody else and build a little cabin.
I told him, let's go for it. Got our own little creek down there and everything.
Oh, it'd be a pretty place back there.
Paula said soak your wild meats in milk for at least a few hours or in water for a week. Then it won't taste gamey. I was telling Mama about what you said last time about buttermilk, soaking them in buttermilk. Pilot, oh no, what now, Billy Joe? LOL. Okay, Billy Joe says, job sent me to Manhattan. I moved 4 feet in 20 minutes. Saw 300 people cross the street on a green light. I wanted to get out and start butt whooping and yelling, but it's New York and no one would notice.
You're right there.
That's funny. I know Kendra said, and it stinks there too. Red said I'd start a food fight if I lived side by side of someone.
Yep.
Our family does it all the time at get-togethers, don't they, Glenn?
Yep.
Paula says me either. No more. I've had to live in apartments a few times and hated it.
I've never lived in an apartment.
Me either, thank goodness.
I've been lucky.
I know where I was raised, we didn't have but 2.5 acres, but there was literally nobody around us. The nearest neighbor was, I don't know, probably 3/4 of a mile away, and I just absolutely loved it. Red said, wow, seriously, Billy Joe, I'd cuss someone.
I'd probably been trying to run over them.
And Ann says, no, thank you. I hate traffic. Billy said, the gamiest thing I ever ate was wild boar sausage. I would rather have domestic, but I would like to smoke a wild boar.
Who said that?
Stevie.
You said Billy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stevie. I
Mm-hmm.
guess it's from Buellin.
Uh,
Paula said that's why you do not drive in New York. You walk. LOL. Yeah, but shit,
I ain't
there's a
going up there
lot.
to walk.
I
I'll
get
stay out here in the
trampled.
country.
Oh me. New York smells oily, like dirty wet oil exhaust. Well, I know Kendra did. Kendra said it stunk and said everybody was just so rude. She said she'd never go back there. Are you still in here with us, Kendra? Are you done like me and fell asleep? I bet you she fell asleep. Homesteading with the Heberts. You don't walk around in New York as much as just kind of float around with the crowd. That ain't no junk. Red says, well, I certainly can't go to New York City if you gotta walk everywhere. No, I've often wondered about people in wheelchairs and stuff like that in New York. How,
They probably get run over,
I mean, that would be
pushed out of the
a
way.
disaster. Yeah.
Because they some rude people up that way.
Yep, they are. I know I used to work with the woman. She was from way up north, and Lord, that
Mm-hmm.
woman had the worst attitude of anybody.
Yeah, Billy Joe, I agree with that too. Ain't no use calling the cab when you can walk there quicker than you can get a cab to drive you there.
Uh-huh. And half the time you can't even hail a cab in New York the way they talk. Said there's an art to it.
Mm-hmm.
Paula said Daddy joined the army. We moved to AIT in Newport News, Virginia. Apartment first time. Army in Germany. Apartment. Left the first hubby. An apartment. Hated every bit of all those places. I bet so, because I don't see how people do it.
You can roll.
Uh-huh. Billy Joe says bike riders in New York are dangerous. They whip through. I bet so. Red
Loving my
says I love
wheelchair.
my wheelchair jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Joe says cops can't chase them. Yeah, traffic. Exactly.
Well, now ain't they using a lot of bicycle cops up there now too?
Well, they got bicycle and horse cops, right?
I don't know if they do in New York. I think California and stuff does. And some other cities. New York might have it too. I don't know.
Paula says they are all good in New York. No, they are not pushed out of the way. Well, that's amazing to me.
Yep.
Because I know everybody says nobody knows anybody in New York and ain't nobody good to nobody in New York. I mean, I don't know. I ain't never been there.
Fred, what about the bike cop?
Ring,
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 hop
hop
in the
in the
basket.
basket. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Chain them to the side of your bicycle and drag them down the street to jail. Annie Ann says, I've never been to New York and don't plan on going, LOL.
I come through there one time about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I still don't know what that city looks like.
Ah, Billy said they had horses in Boston too. They have all styles of cops in New York. That's what I thought. I thought they had the bikes, foot patrol, horses, cars, all that stuff. Paula said, not true, just have to look for the good. It's there.
Well, yeah, there's good and bad in everybody, but it seems like him up there wants to show the bad side all the time. But I probably would be more like that too if I was living in, but people cringed in on each side of me, over me, under me. I mean,
Yeah. And I mean, imagine just how hot it gets there in the summertime. I mean, all of that
you,
concrete and the sun beating down and
that many people, you couldn't feel like you could get a breath of fresh air.
exactly. I mean, I know they rally together in the bad times. I've seen that firsthand on
Yeah,
TV, like 9/11. I mean, they really did. They rallied together, and that would take so much strength. But I know everybody just talks like in general. But they've had to have got through a lot.
state police uses Harley and horses.
Uh huh. Mostly summertime.
Yeah.
And Paula says it's all in perception. They find us over friendly. I bet so. Especially somebody who has an extra big heart. We have horses in Rochester is wrong. Did I read that wrong? We have horses in Rochester is wrong.
I don't know.
Red says that Washington, D.C. was bad enough for me. New York ain't no way I'm going there. Well, I think Washington, D.C. is actually supposed to be the worst
I
city
started.
for crime or biggest
Well, I don't know
crime.
about that, but yeah, I gotta agree. They some rude people there too. I used to hate driving down through there.
But if I'm not mistaken, I've heard that Washington, D.C. was the worst place for crime. They ranked the highest of anybody. Now, I don't, it's been a while since I read that, but that's what I heard. And I'm not going there either. Paula says it's awful. Last time I was there, it was in early July and it was awful hot. I bet so because I know, like, even going to Walmart or anything and all that
Oh God.
asphalt and the concrete, it was hotter.
Studio apartment, 400 square feet, New York, 3,800 per month.
Uh-huh. I know one day I was watching people
Uh,
shopping for apartments in New York City or in New York and how much they was, and I was like, "Oh my gosh. I wonder how much they make an hour."
I started to say I'd like to have me a few hundred of them apartments up there to rent out,
No
but
doubt. That would be good. Go
I'd
to
have to pay somebody to go up there and pick the money up for me because I ain't going there.
That's bad. Oh me. And Red says, wow, that's ridiculous. Billy, yes it is, Billy Joe McAllister. Gotta keep in mind that the income is higher there too. Yep,
Yeah,
it really is. I think it might be Portland now, not sure. As far as the crime. I didn't know Portland had got up that high. Red says our mortgage on this place, 3 acres, is only $520 a month. That's not bad.
no,
Annie and I went to DC for 4th of July and it was crazy. I bet it was. I can't believe you'd go to DC and not New York. I know they're
well,
different, but still, I mean, the crime, they talk like theirs just bad.
there ain't much distance between them.
No. Paula says, I am so pleased my property is free and clear everything we own except hubby's car. That's a good place to be. That's when life gets a little easier. And Billy Joe says 381 per month for our 30 acres till we are paid off in 30 years. Reasonable. Yes, it is.
Yep.
That's not bad at all. we have a few more years and we'll have it paid off. That's when you'll be able to go.
He's 40 some
Billy said,
acres across the road here that I'd like to be able to purchase, but the people's wanting so much for it. I can't even think about it.
that's not bad, Billy. 30 years wasn't bad, but 10's a lot better. 381 for 10 years. That's real good.
No doubt.
Annie and my husband's birthday is on the 4th of July, and that's where he wanted to go to watch the fireworks. Well, that's really good that he got to go up there and watch them. That's
Uh,
amazing he's on 4th of July. I know I worked with this guy at Wendy's. His was on Christmas, and I thought that was really neat. Desiree, my townhouse with no land will be paid off in 65 years. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that they would do loan for that long. Or
I didn't
I don't
either.
know how they do townhouses. I'm assuming it's
Sorry,
the
in
same.
5 years.
Okay, okay. I thought 65.
Yeah, you need to
That's a
stop
lot
talking once
better.
while I look again.
5 years is a lot better.
Yep.
I want to ditch this place, lol. I bet so with no land. I mean, while we get out here and cut wood and go check the fence, go to the creek. I mean, I just couldn't imagine not having any land. Paula, where the HE are you located? Oh my God, that's awful. Talking to Desiree. Paula says, oops, sorry for the cuss word. It's okay. I felt like saying the same thing. I mean, that especially at 65 years. Red said she only went to DC to see the dinosaurs. My ex took me, then someone pissed him off in traffic and he stepped out and cussed them. I thought we were going to die. I bet so, especially with like road rage and stuff going on. I mean, you just don't know anymore. You say hey to somebody and they're liable to stick a gun in your face.
Yeah, you need to remember that when we're somewhere like that in a truck and everything, and people done stuff, and you jumping over there hollering and screaming.
Yeah, that woman made me mad. We pulled in and she was coming up. You want some company? You want some
That ain't what
company?
I was talking about. I was talking about them people cutting or running up beside almost blowing the horn and a cussing, shooting
Oh,
birds and all this. Cause I couldn't get a 18-wheeler out there way fast enough.
yeah.
I
Des-
wasn't supposed to be out there on the interstate.
yeah. Desiree says I pay 550 a month. Got townhouse for 5K on foreclosure. That ain't bad, cause I hear those things are really expensive. Desiree says it feels like 65 years, Paula. Yeah, 5 years can seem like a long time, especially whenever you get antsy about how much money you're gonna have left over each month.
Yep.
Is anyone else buffering or is it my laptop messing up? Let us know because I've not seen it buffer here on
Yeah,
the screen.
it ain't showing nothing on mine, but now or on the laptop, but
Glenn ran over them. They will quiet down.
I come close to it up there a few times. I'm telling
Especially that one that kept running up beside you and wouldn't
you.
either slow down or speed up so you could get over.
uh Or that woman down there in Texas, I called the law on.
Yep. I'll tell you what, we went to Atlanta, Georgia in rush hour traffic, and
She would hide.
I would go to the back and hide because you'd be up on them bridges in that 18 wheeler and you could feel it shaking like it was getting ready to fall. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go to the back because I'm going to have a heart attack. I mean, every time a car come up beside of you, you could just feel that whole bridge shaking. I thought, Lord, we're going to fall.
I put one car over in the medium down in Florida one time. They run up beside of me and reached over in the passenger seat and picked up a pistol and started pointing it up towards me. So I just went on over in the left-hand lane, put them in the medium.
Has anybody ever been in Florida with the love bugs? Them things. We was down there one year, and I mean they were thick. They
Yeah,
was
we was
coming in
riding.
the windows.
I was going down through there, and I looked over at her, and I told her, I said, "You better roll your window up." And I was rolling my window up, and she said, "Why? Your air conditioner don't work." And I said, "It don't matter. We're getting ready to get black rain." She stopped and said,
What's
"I ain't
black
worried about
rain?
no black rain." I said, "All right." When them things hit the windshield, she started screaming and hollering. I told her, I said, "I told you roll your window up."
Yep. I mean, they was coming in like crazy, and I was like, "Oh my God, what are these things? What are they doing?" Glenn says, "They mating in there," and I said, "Stupid bugs." Paula told Desiree absolutely can about it seeming like 65 years. Just hang in there, though. You'll definitely well enough in that you shouldn't be upside